people think of the homeless as the guy on the street corner, the guy.
Yeah. Right.
Well, we have 6 children here.
Hey, I'm Joey Fulgham with Integrity Insurance, and we're here with TJ Johnston and Judy Lively with the Bethlehem House, and they're our Integrity Matters Spotlight Organization of the Month. TJ, Judy, tell us a little bit about the organization and how it got started, and maybe a little bit of the history and maybe a success story or something along the way.
I'll let you start off.
All right. So we, about 30 years ago, actually next year, there was a local church group in town that really felt that they started seeing a lot of homeless people around. And they worked together with the local community action program to do a real survey. And as a result, they started the Bethlehem House. And so we lived for a long time in a 100-year-old falling down building.
Very old.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I remember walking in and a bed had fallen literally through the floor. But it was great fun. About 7 years ago, we did a capital campaign, moved into this wonderful facility that we are so happy with, and paid off because of this community. The community is so, so good to us. But our purpose is really to help individuals who are either homeless or close to homeless improve their lives. And so we do that by teaching life skills. And for the homeless, we obviously give them a place to live. We transport them to and from work and job interviews, doctor's appointments, court, whatever. They're required to get a job, and once they do, 60% of their income goes into a savings account that we manage, so they can't just go out and buy new Jordans when they want them, or a new car and go into debt. So they have to get permission for anything like that. 10% comes back to the shelter, and it's really a discipline. We try to help them learn new habits, and one of those habits is about saving money. So they have to be drug and alcohol free while they're here. And probably the biggest part of this program is working with a case manager. So they work one-on-one with a case manager to help set goals, and the case managers hold them accountable to goals. We do life skills training here. It's just kind of it's a fun place. I don't know if you guys made it before the troll Poppy left here or not, but she's a former resident, and so she just came to visit on her way to work at Michael's, and they're all dressed up for Halloween. But we currently have 3 former residents working for us. Awesome. So success is, we measure success in so many different ways, because it could be rebuilding a relationship with your family, or it could be sobriety, or it could be getting out of debt. Of course, ultimately for us, success is permanent housing. When you leave here, do you have a place to go that you're going to be able to stay in? And so our success rate in permanent housing is about 74%. When people stay here long enough, at least 30 days, we'd like for them to stay at least 90. But I don't know, pick a success story for them.
Well, I'm just here to ask for money, right? So, yeah. But, what Judy says is great, and I'm going to give a plug for her, because she never talks about Judy. But, we have a great facility here, but we have no success unless we have the people that we have. And I'm still under 2 years here, so I'm the new person. But, Judy is a great example. She left her corporate career with Axiom. She just has had this in her heart, right, her whole life. And so we've had her leadership for 15 years now, roughly. And we have a great success story. With just under her leadership, there's literally hundreds, if not over 1,000 people that have found redemption, but have found employment, have found self-confidence, and they are here right now in Central Arkansas working in just about all sectors of the economy. I think I was looking at our list right now, and we've got health employment services, manufacturing, and they're all here working. So there's an economic development component to it as well. But without folks like yourself, and thank you so much, by the way, for doing this, for shooting this video, for the donation. The financial contribution is great. But yeah, we're proud to go out and solicit funds, and so there's several ways that you can do that. One of the things we're focusing on right now is what we call our 365 campaign, and we are trying to find businesses, families, individuals to give on a monthly basis. And really, if you look at it from a math standpoint, if we can get 365 individuals to donate 50 to 100 a month, that's going to help us from an operations standpoint in years to come, because we want to eventually get 100% of our giving from our corporate and neighbors instead of outside of the grant process. That would be ideal. So many ways to give. BethlehemHouse.net. You can call us. You can come by, and obviously you can volunteer too if you want to talk about the volunteer opportunities.
I do. Because of COVID, we have really shut the doors, and we don't allow as many volunteers actually to come into the house, but there are definitely still ways to volunteer. You can, volunteer to help transport people. We drive all over the city. One of those 2 vehicles is gone all day long, just about. A prayer partner, we as staff, this organization, definitely need, your prayers and to be covered in that.
So, so real quick, the train was going by. What kind of donations are y'all looking for? What really helps y'all?
So, do you want me to talk?
Obviously, financially.
Yes.
I mean, that is, I used to have a board member who said, green beans are great, but they just don't pay the light bill, so. But anything you use in your house, we can use in ours. The one thing we don't really take are things that contain alcohol, for obvious reasons, but anything you can use in your house. So your cleaning products, your paper products, right now we are trying to use all paper plates just to not pass on any kind of germs. Life has changed here quite a bit as a result. We have 6 kids here, so when you think about things that, entertain children, and they are from 2 years old to, actually, the youngest one's not 2 yet, to 14, I think, is our oldest one. So, people, again, perception, people think of the homeless as the guy on the street corner, the guy. Yeah, right. Well, we have 6 children here, and they are homeless.
So y'all the only facility that can actually facilitate a family?
Yeah, in Conway and Faulkner County, right? Yes.
And so how many rooms do y'all have, and how many people can you have at a time?
So we have 11 bedrooms. They have 4 beds in each of them. However, when families move in, like if it's a single mom with 1 child, then, we've really lost 2 beds, if you will, because family rooms are individual. But one of our families is a mom with 4 children, so, there's an extra bed in there. And then at this time, we have 1 room set aside for quarantine. Yeah. And although we've used it several times, so far our residents have been healthy. So, which is pretty amazing considering they all go out to work. They all go out to work and come back in. So, it's been pretty amazing.
But yeah, and to answer your question about and we get calls all the time about, hey, I ran into somebody that needs a place tonight. Conway's not equipped to handle that as far as overnight shelters go. The Conway Chamber just did a really expansive survey for the community on the needs and kind of the wants of the community moving forward on their visioning plan. And we were so excited. Over 1,000, almost 2,000 people submitted their surveys in, and was it 65% specifically put poverty, homelessness as one of the issues they're interested in, and it's not a negative thing. So Judy is helping head up a task force with that, where we're focusing only on that moving forward in the future. So that's something that we're really excited, to get the results and kind of start working on that from a blueprint standpoint.
That's really neat.
So let me tell you a quick story though. We had a lady move in here who, I'm going to tell you, from the day she walked in the door, I thought, this one is going to be work. and she was at first, especially. And our case manager that works with that group of individuals she's very loving, but she's very kind of hard-nosed, if that makes sense.
Melissa's tough. I said her name. I'm sorry.
she and she should be.
She's great.
You know, in that job, she has to be. But when individuals first come in, they kind of go, "Oh, Melissa," you know. But she came in, and this young lady came in through a lot of work with her case manager and also through drug court. Was able to get custody of her child, and has recently moved out on her own. Has a job, has a vehicle, just has her life in a spot where she wants it, and continues to drop by. You know, she's been by twice this week to check her mail.
She's a too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's a fun place. It's fun to see people come in with their head down, with fear in their eyes, because you know what? They're going to a shelter. And especially the women or the children, when they come that first day, they are pretty scared. But when I see them the next morning, every single one of them, I will say, "How was your night?" It was good. They slept. They slept. They had a bed for the first time. I felt safe. You know, the people around us, or the people here, they treat me like family. And so, of course, it's a big group of people, and they argue and fuss. And
it's a home. It really is.
This is their home.
Yep.
So it's a fun place.
Yeah, it seems like it, and I think that at places like this, that the attitude reflects the leadership, and I think that you're fun, you're going to be outgoing, and you're loving on them, and that you can feel it all around. So it's really neat, and we just appreciate all that you're doing for the community, and just keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
And we appreciate you.
Yeah. Karen, Joey, thank y'all very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for even coming here today.
Yeah, you did this. You reached out to us. You know, it was great. So
well, we're excited, and people are talking about you. You know, we've done this for several organizations now, and they're talking about the work that you're doing, and the word's getting out.
Well,
so
good.
Keep it up. Obviously, you've been doing it for a long time, but it's. I know that everyone loves to hear a little bit of affirmation.
Sure.
So
absolutely.
keep it up. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.